Oh yes.
Mhm.
Can I ask the board chair to invite for the address of the J.K.A.
Members of the J.K.A. Otoria tukumenyithitie muthenya wa muthi muthenya wa tabarira ya muisho ya mwaka uyu wa 2023 ya kwigangara. We have the state of the J.K.A. Address mwaka wa 2023, and I hereby invite our section to take the podium atirithie mutaratara agituhe haria kiama kirugameire na uria mwaka uhana na maundu maria turatanya tukiingira 2024. Section.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much indeed, honorable members of the J.K.A. Indeed, cream de la cream leadership of the January Kwiyumia Association that have been diligently serving from the top, and indeed those that have been in support system. I greet you with greetings of felicitation this afternoon, this festive season. As your section, it is my honor and duty to deliver the situation of the standing of the J.K.A. and our situation as we are right now. Fellow members, it has not been a walk in the park. Indeed, since our inception of the J.K.A., we have had not one but numerous challenges that we have overcome moving forward. Fellow members, our foundation has been marred by waves, tides, and indeed rough paths. But together, honorable members, we have been able to swim the tides. We have swum in great oceans and are not about to drown in the swamps, honorable members. As your Secretary General, I could not be any more proud to lead the more resilient people. People of sound mind, people of resilience, people of determination, and people of dexterous agility. It is these like these of members that we are proud of and look at our foundation and feel a sense of belonging. It is that inception of members that decide to go out of their way and indeed use their finances, their physical power to support and sustain our foundation, honorable members. As your Secretary General, it is indeed a pleasure to serve you these years, and having been maintained as a Secretary General by a majority of our membership, democratically put in place by our honorable membership. Our board chair has never been any more likable. Majority of our membership feel and understand and completely concur that indeed he should serve another consecutive 16 years of his remaining 10 years was. We have not received any complaints of the functionality or the service delivery of our board chair, and he did laud his effort at keeping our foundation afloat. And indeed, as the cream de la cream suggests that we round off the 16 years to another 20-year tenure. As you are aware, honorable members, the office of the board chair and the Secretary General are inseparable. So the Secretary General office as well concurrently shall run for another 20 years under the current leadership of the J.K.A. Honorable members, we are proud to announce that despite the tough economic times, not only here but the global crunch, we have managed to stay afloat. Our resilient spirit has seen us come from far. And indeed, thank every member for your prayers in kind and your support psychologically, even spiritually, to keep our foundation afloat. It is indeed in the delight of those who plant trees on whose shade they will never delight, that we celebrate our membership. Our leadership has by far and large been a model. We have had visiting delegations to benchmark on how to properly run a foundation. We recently had delegations from the Democratic Republic of Congo. We have received delegations from the Republic of India who came to benchmark and see firsthand how effectively to run a foundation like the J.K.A. So, fellow members, ours is a global reputation that we intend to maintain and sustain. And indeed, with members that are resilient as you are, we are aware that the days ahead could only be better. As we close 2023, we are proud of our achievements. Despite our heavy economic turmoils, we have come from far. Sorry, honorable members. Honorable members, there have been accusations of misappropriation of funds of which no member has been able to contribute. We dare ask which funds these are that we are accused of eating. And commensurately, we shall be making announcements in the onset of the year 2024-2025 that shall see us take a different course as our foundation to move forward and be competitive in a new world order. Pursuant to this, honorable members, I wish to make the following announcements in regard to the management of our J.K.A. The office of the Honorable Board Chair, as I have intimated and indeed mentioned earlier, has now an extended tenure of 20 years. We look forward to the next generation of leadership from the next board chair who shall take office in 2043. The office of the SecGen remains commensurate and shall run concurrently with that of the board chair, and that remains as status quo. Indeed, our security department and interior has outdid itself. Their performance has been exemplary and can only be lauded as global and acceptable. So Engineer Tash shall be sustained as the security head and interior and internal coordination of the J.K.A. Our financial department, led by John Miano, has bore the biggest brunt from members and indeed critics and pundits of the J.K.A. John Miano has, however, maintained a straight face and indeed managed to keep the foundation, the J.K.A. afloat by using his intellect and far more experience that he has. We are maintaining him as our head of finance. Pursuant to that, honorable members, we shall create a sub-department in the finance department which shall be dubbed debt management and handling. As we speak, this position is open for applications. This shall help us manage our numerous debts that have seen our assets almost being put under receivership. We are calling upon members to apply for this position. It is not a very small position. The challenges in this position come with fire and large. So we are looking for a new person who will manage our debt crisis that has been seeing us crunch even more. Fellow members, the office of the Chief Whip has been a burden on the J.K.A. Financing it has been a problem, and we have decided as a J.K.A. to privatize this department. We are therefore calling upon bids of members who would like to take up this department, and the privatization process shall be railed and heralded by Monica, who is the current head of the Chief Whip's department. That office is up for privatization. The Hanson and Records Office will also be privatized. This office, led by a gallant lady called Morena Dylan, has by far and large been an economic burden as well. We are calling upon stakeholders to take it up and indeed lessen the burden to the J.K.A. Foundation. We cannot continue having tenants in the January Plaza who are not paying rent. We are therefore saying that the January Plaza as well is on offer to the highest bidder. We shall have a bilateral agreement with the person who shall acquire our plaza so that we may be able to invest the monies elsewhere. The office of the organizing secretary has been led by a lackluster, reluctant, and non-committal member by the name of Budhiawauba. We are forthwithly firing him and dropping him immediately. This office is therefore vacant. And we shall look for a suitable candidate to replace Budhiawauba. The Legal and Advisory Committee, led by Mushinawa Kumist Water, is intact. We have had heavy resource coming from that gentleman, Mushinawa Kumist, and intellect that has helped our foundation stay afloat. The Election and Advisory Board, led by George Kuria and Garoya Jr., has also registered lackluster moribund, and it's a house of cards that was meant to come down. It was a bubble, and I'm led by these two Mumbo Jambos. We are therefore scrapping the two and recalling them back to the main office for further instructions. Tolerance in the J.K.A. cannot be stretched any further, honorable members. The Election and Advisory Board has not formulated any policy for any near elections in the future. So the two moribund, hogwash, non-committal, ineffective, and near functional useless officers are scrapped. Office of the Digital Content Creator, led by Mudoniwa Digital, has registered remarkable growth of the J.K.A. Our visibility, honorable members, spans from the River Limpopo to the Antarctic coast. We are known as the J.K.A. from the highlands of Witwatersrand, where gold is mined, to the great areas of the Siberian tiger. Our name is up there. When you visit Tennessee, the J.K.A. is known. This office has had a very remarkable, effective, and committed leader by the name of Mudoni Mwi Digital. We are maintaining her and also maintaining our office, and even furthermore, pursuant to this, elevating Mudoni Mwi Digital to be the new PRO of the J.K.A., the Public Relations Officer. We are forever grateful to members and officials who make us known, because they will work hand in hand with the Deputy Department to make sure our debtors go easy on us. We managed to borrow more. Fellow members, it has not been an easy year. Fellow members, these are not easy times. Fellow members, it could only get better. Fellow members, our spirit must always be focusing on the goal. Fellow members, we must not lose track. Fellow members, negative energy and complaints will not take us anywhere. It is energy that we will put into positive use that will help our foundation not only stay afloat but grow, and indeed grow in measures and leaps. The changes we have announced take effect immediately by midnight today. Those officers that have been relieved of their duties are not allowed to report to their offices from now henceforth. Secretary General of the J.K.A, signed by the board chair, the Security Interior Engineer Tash, that the security address, the state of the J.K.A address 2023, we shall be announcing more in the coming years. God bless you. God bless the J.K.A. Asanteni sana. Asante sana jamani. Thank you. Thank you. Asante sana. Thank you. Asanteni. Asanteni sana. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to our honorable members. Asanteni. Asante.
Like Comina 54.
Kwena kuotari na mwamainuka orita rimwe mwaka ndia mabura
acio metagwo muono rimwe.
Yes. Na kwena omonago ndo makaguya niwe kana ndira ira maitho
ini
ayai he tuigua onagwo sauri muoyo mundu agiteaga andu uguo Julius.
No macuguri uguo
atiriri kariwo githambagia bara kuutwo nicio tage kigomania Nairobi. Miaka itandatu kawariganirwo ni uria aciari na ariũ a nyũkwa na arĩa aza mũkũrũ no amero Nairobi mari maũndũ makome bicho gigacokanĩrĩria bia ni wamecokania ihinda iraihu.
Mĩaka mĩingĩ
ndũngĩagĩbangire thoko.
Zati uguo rĩngĩ nginya nĩ mũrĩndũ ma wĩra kũraihu.
Ĩyo na mũndũ ena wendirĩ ona ũngĩanjie thabarĩ ĩyo magũrũ mĩaka 6 nĩ ũngĩkinyĩte.
Ndagĩũka anti.
We mayũka mũciĩ in the hopes of either kũrurumũra wendo wambĩte gwĩkĩrwo gatithio. Yes. Nĩ wendo nĩ hũra post. And that is it's a very, you cannot tell what will happen from
no oppose forever.
Yes. It's a very unpredictable maneuver. Yes. Okay, rode uri. Ethi thuku me nduri oguku. Fata we ni wige wendo ki goroini. Na ni de wige. Miu me okoro gwe kindu ki abuse.
Is that all?
Those are very lackluster lukewarm oaths.
Bukahinya pose.
Yes. Kwaja mwana ume. Boy child. Ate miji yone otheri oguo. Eko ahidi ate ne gacoka. Ne okuria kai Nairobi eno eri agoki.
Eri bolo Don Williams. Ele Don Williams can Charlie Pride. Poor boy like me.
I think it's Charlie Pride.
It's Charlie Pride.
Yes. Hey boys, how did it? Most of the times it's advisable. Why one igwa miji mukona orugongo. Ni eherera ire mari na maundu manyu ri. Wivage. Tondu tuka very excited we gwete atiriri. Wajari. Yaroka. Yes. Lukwa jora kara muno tondu wamba nginya gwithamba mutioria withambaga usually.
Ona andu makuona makarigwo kahe handu kuraumagara.
Yes. Ugakumutha kirato curu kijordani giaku.
Kana mo safari booty ukahaka nginya foda.
Yes. No kejuo. Nigetha rejuvenate wendo ria mwambite gwikira gatithio. River rejuvenation. You want to reinvigorate.
Rigo meruta pose yo hinya play.
Urenda riu ko awaken the proverbial phoenix that rose from its own ashes. No ke hari ginyokari hasi ciugo. Ginyoka banga riu ri. Ni ahega ha kumutungia rigo ndi muhagi itai na ihenya. Ndu gicagi ndungihaga na mbere ya ciari no mati
acha
uko gweri muhia reji ndaigua ni athodi ari reji une ngumuhagira we
wega reji ndi na maitho maingi
yes na ndimu uringe na ciugo cia we ndimu bambuzu ndimu bombard I'm going to club her with love.
Oi, daga. Daria kuyoke.
Oi. Where aji tondu weri. You see? Kaundu kau akoragwo systematic. Athiria mbere ya cokari. Wendo ucio ukoragwo uri uho. No ka maguru na kabagi na tupamu twa mucaino. Na thikati ya jini ire mahuko tondu yo ti mehuko
mamehuko
mamondo nega thondekero ka design kahana kiratu hamu. I don't like those cars. Nuri okawagu no kona anya gwikira mwihoko muingi muno ginya akwe motivation ya gutuira
na ogagikira kio gya kurimia
yes ginya ukathondeka tutongi toni goko guga kuhagi no igwa mama piu karanu kana Nairobi adiranuga talcum powder na binti ya Sudan uga gikenama uko na ginya nigatuika emotional ukamenya uika thank you muno ni kundureria kirigiriro giki
no rio
and around that time she's there you spend a lot of time together they ukari akena ria katato things change until the ultimate moment when you realize that is gone. Uruga mareji ota mutugo. Oye kinyama ego na what do you call this tree? Motarakwa. Yes. Kama kinyo kaithio ni andu. Sarathi.
Oru.
Ka oye tinda hau ndwe tokia ndagotigo hau.
Aza ne kamurigo jetereira.
Ni ugutumanagirwo. Kiara rio ine ndirari ngekia ndo thiko ici. You can't feel the sun. Yes. Hari omanya riu wendo waku no atuike isa kaibo tiri.
Wendo no wahurukire.
Ona gari. Well, you see, you're not waiting for a car.
Omenyerete wanja waku ria thundagia.
Yes. Ukawaya bag ukawutha muongo no kamunyita njohero. Igamba mauga we bag me bagele say ituone ne aho ugo njohero. Ukona gari. Karibu ni kiragi siro. Kaigwa pip pip. Kikahigo icio na tint. Ukona hia. Ale waja. Waja. Aja gaiveka. Uri yoku. Ediri yoku. Duke tukore hari ya home. Nyigere. Asa ne haihoru. How ne waja ya kugeria kurua na reality. Okay era. Agatigwo. No sio kana. Tuno Ngai no akirathime wanja wakwa andike ndereba.
Tondu mumukui.
Yes.
No wamuhirira wa Ibrahim.
Yes. Wanja tu no arathimo na twandikire ndereba.
Waja.
Sio ni mwana ndona hau kani ndona uru.
No kiundu kigia kwira andu acio ria maikaraniti hau ri. Ucio to ndereba. Keginye kuo. Wakinya ku ugakora kandeke inirwo. Nduraga na oyagira muthenya uyu. Wakirigwo ndereba kwa no atongwo na rwimbo. ti dereva
we ndo yo gondo le ICU we iti Yake
kaibote tiduraga na mahoya wacha
ya ucio tata wa gerasiwa auga mundu ni uyu
ore mwega kuhit
yes kuma nginya na memo we tu no yo tauma
na memo
we no tekiro to wajari ni anarehe meriria make ma ngoro
and she is heartless.
Yes.
Arehe mundu agaku invite kwao.
Yes.
Ona oke witness.
Exactly.
Akirehe mundu.
Ako ini rwimbo rwa rwa Joyce wa mama. Ka jaba ni no. Ona kisi gome okionaga. Kaya gai. And you know you cannot raise a tantrum there. Tondu we nduri ngari na nduri finance your might ya ku defend in case of a backlash. Riu hau na hau ri urikanagia na uhoro ucio nducokaga renji thia rui nigetha wambe wire mwathani umuthirete ni ati no wiura Ogwana nginya nyoni ni tacira guthekerera na ciura Okamba munyara iningi mathuku mogitea
marakara na mathuguta no gikasaga wanja na andu wao.
Yes. Riu etagirira wanja acoke na Nairobi ugure bado umwandikire WhatsApp day who ege kwa kindu gito grey tick blue tick ne jaga tondu ya mundu ni athoma grey tick ne kuga irafutirwo itathometu kaga otirio ndoge no ngai ke
no ngai woma.
Yes.
It cannot be worse than that.
It does not get any more worse. Heartbreak reloaded with 0 chills and no apologies. What you about the marigoini? Oh, make sure you are not accusing her falsely. Or you might wait. Oyo nake niwe tukoragwo nake Nairobi etawa Andrew na arutaga wira Absa okay wale wa fegi
okari goru no abe oikaikare can you take an exit how
ndio ngui ya nyure netinde kurumirire ri ona netwekire excited uramita ndiroka. You wonder how much the universe can conspire.
You dire guchambikira
ya furi ka wendo waku
na bia
Raure ne kuna tukwenda kindu gitagwo ri Interparliamentary Games kuria bururi wa Rwanda kuria kwa His Excellency Kagame. Yes,
bururi wa Rwanda.
And Rwanda has been trending around here. Nirona arume ige magiposti guys, I'm on my way to Rwanda. Because apparently their women have a wowing thing. Yes. Modhiu maori ne manogoraga jesi rugongo ruru. Yes. Leu ajuba ito maragithiete kundu ku ukilipresenta fulori uyu waitu
magathaka na wensao.
Yes. Na ni marakireire mukonde narrative ria yagotetwo ni wasiri wa fedha. Andu acio matiriateka ya no ni maraugire ni mandu acio ni aharu.
Ndira kwiria riu. Tuwe thineire.
Mũmbunge ũyũ ya kũgĩa birthday in office nake nyitwo chati wega ri. Ũyũ ko hana ngahu nĩ ũĩ ngahu.
Ngahu le wa God must be crazy. Oh, Salasia.
Ko hana ngahu biũ.
Fio. Tawa Peter Salasia.
Ojo ko atigĩtio cuba ya kũgũthana.
Wa kũrĩa nĩ Mumias East.
Mumias East. Ani arega kwenyerio kidogo oku.
Ili arega gũteng'era.
Nya bodyguard yayo ĩgĩcoka na gũkũ ng'ong'o ĩgĩcomora mũtũma.
Munene afirĩrĩkĩtio.
Salasia nĩugĩte atĩ kũndũ kũu kwa ihinda rĩrĩ ambunge na mathiĩte kũrũgamĩrĩra bũrũri ũyũ witũ kĩmathako. Na waigua nĩ kũinaina ti wainaina kĩmathako. Kwa ihinda rĩrĩ marauga mahana andũ hohe hahe. Marorete gũikio kang'ũrio. Nĩ kũgũmĩrwo nĩ mathirĩ ma utĩri.
Marorete gũthambia indo mĩkawa-inĩ. Na gũbitha waru. Nĩ kũrĩagwo waru.
Na maugĩte nĩ mahenirio atĩ mathiĩ mbia nĩ ikũmarũmĩrĩra.
That's a very Kenyan lie.
Yes.
Thiagai.
Nĩ gũkora bara.
Mbia nĩ ngũtũma mwakinya.
Yes.
Mũtanakinya.
Rĩu Salasia nĩugĩte atĩrĩrĩ. Kwa ihinda rĩrĩ marorete nginya gũikio kang'ũrio. Moherwo matwarwo thamĩrio bũrũri.
Na me bũrũri wa ũgeni.
Me Rwanda. Yes. Rĩu na andũ a Rwanda nĩ marakinya kũmaiguĩra tha. Karango wa kũu rĩ. Nĩ gũthiĩ nao live.
Mere ciana cia Ngai. Aya mũrona thutha wakwa.
Nĩ atongoria Kenya. Na kwa ihinda rĩrĩ
bũrũri wao nĩ wĩthĩnĩire.
Nĩ wĩthĩnĩire kwa ihinda rĩrĩ gũkũ. Please.
Ndamũhoya.
Please tũrũgame nao. Andũ aya tũngĩa kuona mbeca ici raibu-inĩ ĩno nĩ mohwo. Anawe ona wa maũwe kũu.
Aigua mauga kwanja ndũ ũratongoretie timu ya volleyball.
Na maracinda. Na
maramaringa wega.
Ona ũyũ wa Kĩrĩnyaga ũracindirie 200 meters.
Women rep.
Yes. Marĩ o kũu othe. Rĩu raibu ĩyo. Nĩ ũkũigua. Reke twarĩrio rĩu nĩ wa mahua. Kena citũ mũrĩega. Ndĩ mũjumbe.
Wagũthirwo na ũingĩ wa kura.
O kũrĩa Wambũkũ wathanaga. O kũrĩa mbaũ ciatinangĩirio igĩakĩra Mbũkũ. Na niĩ ngĩeheria Wambũkũ.
Wenja Mbũkũ.
Mbũkũ ĩyo ngĩmĩthĩnja. Kwa ihinda rĩrĩ rĩu tũkwamĩte bũrũri wa ũgeni tũtirĩ mũndũ tũĩ.
Gũtirĩ mbarĩ citũ.
Andũ a rũgongo ngatioki mũno gũkũ. Nĩ twamwĩhoya woi please. Tũngĩhota kũrĩhĩrwo mũkawa no tuoye mbathi. Ndio kwĩ mbathi Playa Gathad route.
Nĩ kũrĩ mbathi iria
Baska na Modern Coast. No twĩikie mbathi.
Mbathi-inĩ tũngĩyaria.
Nĩ tũrairwo mbathi-inĩ tũtikũrĩhio mĩrigo. Rĩu nĩyo mbica ĩrĩa Salasia atũpĩntĩra. Ũrĩa magĩikarĩte.
Nĩ aikaru ũru Rwanda.
Araugire ciugo they are stranded. Stranded nĩ kuga mũtirĩ na wĩki.
Mũrĩ akwamu.
Yes. Kĩmondo.
Na stranded nĩ kuga nginya miumagarĩre yaku rĩ.
Yes.
Hauna.
You are immobile, immobilized. Yes.
You are stuck.
Rĩu na mũkawa ũrĩa maraikara nĩ kũhũthĩire nĩ marerwo atĩrĩrĩ. You cannot escape here again. You said you are MPs. True MPs, members of parliament, actors or true elected.
No, members of parliament waheshimiwa.
Waheshimiwa, you are refusing to pay for the hotel bill.
It's not us.
Who is paying for you?
It's our government.
But your government said the other day they are broke. Don't you get the salaries? Our salary is usually used by Wananishi. When we go somewhere, we are Murwood.
We are asked to leave something.
We are asked to give people a knee, the kick of the stomach. We are boxers of the stomach. How do you want us to help each other? Because you cannot live freely here, you have to pay something. If you release us, when we reach Kenya, we can sell something. You have just told us that you are members of parliament and you expect us to believe that. Ane ahora odi murogo. Atiriri. Nitukwamire. Turiahingiririe. Jawe hauri. Haruni no aramienda. Mwire akinyie thate mutuikirie. Oi please faster.
Guku ti kwega.
Twina sarasi ana ni ni ariraga. Ni mureri mwana uyu.
Abunge amekosa fare.
Amekosa fare. Haijulikani vizuri kama ni kukula fare.
Na nasema haijatumwa.
Yes.
Na none kugale ule. Ego mutina bia cia upkeep ri. Hwaidi ule andu maethia handu ku relax na gukenari.
Yes.
No muthondekire na gatutu handu muria story.
Marathi Uhuru Park yako. Maya terra mundu wa uthirukia kahua na thamo. Makero. Hiya rino maseme na andu aguku. Haya, wesimiwa. Kai munywe kahua ka mururio. Nenyi muratorero simoki. Kapato ikarage guku eko bururi ucio tare kuirwo. Ore thimu. Alo. Yake. Nizalazia. Mnaweza mkamata zile kuku nilikuwa nimeweka hapo muuze kila moja ngiri mnidumia hiyo pesa. Akero jaja mlienda huko kukula raha sisi tuwalipia raha yenu. If Salasia sentiments are anything to go by, leo kinyadru all constituency mukira mubukyo.
Wetana kaharabe kanarua.
Andu amaragwa kwa murai.
Mujube wanyu
Kirinyaga mwina wira.
Aya.
Aya. Eko igira shani ya cool. Kana no rire ya ita ikondo.
Eta ndo lisia muligo no igithiaga Rwanda.
Ithia muno. Ire ya ita ikondo ri.
Akero iyo ina ite ithatu.
No mare muto fundi.
Kenya kanitwa ikarire uru.
Aikocio ni Abunge maruga ne marahenirio ni thirikari.
Iko ni andu agita tandu na mithako. Koma street-ini. Twera bia ciaku